When I'm out making different moves, pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when them prayed I didn't lose. Machine. I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life in the
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in LA and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Mid-morning Dev Nation Live game. We've got the Buffalo Bills playing the Los Angeles Chargers. This is a Season 2, Week 7 game. I am having breakfast. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, to be exact. Chargers start off the game with the ball. They are home.
They'll try and start this drive
start
in the
off the game
air.
with the ball.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And they just throw an interception on the first play of the game. That is not
First
good.
play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent
That could have
time
been a
breaking
pick
down
6, but
exactly
ends up
why
not
threw the
being. He just
interceptions.
throws
Wasn't
a.
mechanics, bad reads,
I'm not sure
not
if
enough
he
study.
audibled in and out,
Sometimes you just think about it.
or if he threw to the guy in the flat, but it got picked off real quick.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Looking like we got a little bit of a pause. Oh, no.
First carry for Chris Ivory. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time.
He just gets a playoff and has a nice run outside.
That's a prime example of how
Gains
tough
around the
Chris
15,
Ivory can be to
15
bring
yards
down.
right there. Yep.
He's so good that I think that he would last very well in a boxing
Don't know where
gym.
LaShawn McCoy
You
is.
know, because he's going to wear you down with those types of runs all game long. And if they can't start getting him on the ground quicker
Spin
and more
master
efficiently,
himself.
they've got a long game in front of them.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a first and 10 at the 17.
Wow, Buffalo really working this clock right now.
Ivory. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite
up the middle play
linebacker. What that
doesn't
means
go
is
anywhere.
his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Goes inside the 20-yard line of the Chargers after an interception. The first play of the Chargers game. They they run the ball out to the outside. Couldn't quite get the hole. The cornerback is able to make the tackle.
The ability to stay on
Doesn't get
task,
much
to follow
money yards
your
off of that.
assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
We got to cheer. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We needed that. We're at 12,880. We need 19,000, and then the booth man, the myth, the legend, Jason Voorhees himself, will pitch in the last 1,000 if we need it.
Throwing is Allen on third, and this is going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback.
It's looking like there's only 3 of you in here.
That's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right
At
about
college.
that, because when the game
That was a terrible pass.
It moves quickly on him. A lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
That's right. Splash to start the day. Thank you very much. That's a welcome to the show is what that
under the
is.
lights,
Welcome
national television audience. This is not a
to
dress rehearsal
the show.
part. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
We needed that. We only have 3 people in this room, but that's okay. The 3 people
go.
are cooler than hell.
Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
The rest of you are
I want to see if they
shameful.
want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on
Even
this
though you can't
drive
hear me
after it
call you
happened on the last one.
shameful.
Throw it on the first play. Give the
You're
quarterback
all
some confidence.
terrible
What
people.
happens.
Just awful, awful people.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Let's see if the Chargers can avoid
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we
throwing
think
a pick on
about
the first
big
play, and they
breakers,
did
don't
with
we?
a run
In this
play.
case, it was a modest gain.
That gets 4
but it
yards.
does open up possibilities
They
here
got
on
that
second
Derrick Henry
down.
now. Let's see if they decide that the power run game is where they want to go.
And some room to maneuver. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
And they run it outside, and Derrick Henry has a nice, fancy little juke move, and he is able to get a bunch of yards. 2 rushes, 39 yards to start this game off a nice stretch play to the outside.
Contact near the line of scrimmage. They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man over the
Smart
middle.
move running the ball after that interception.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before
In
he's
fact, they
dropped.
got a couple yards out of it. Definitely
Back-to-back
makes it
nice
better.
gains.
Oh,
That one
definitely.
for 14 yards and another first.
Sort of a risky play.
Just
The
first
linebacker
quarter
ended
of
up
attack
backing
gonna
off
be
a little
so
bit, but
important
he
going
was in
forward.
position
They
for a
gotta
moment
limit
there.
plays like that.
And that's something when you see it
And then he
happen
fake
early
hit
in the
stick
game
himself
they
and
don't get
hurt
him on the
himself.
ground,
That was an interesting
you can
little
always tell that they were
play by the
concerned about
defender.
it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of
2
the game,
passes,
and the relief was incredible. And they
3
were having a pretty
passes.
decent
That
ball
one's
game.
a
If
little
I
bit
missed
better,
it,
actually. I think
it
that
was
was
a different story.
even though it was kind of in the coverage, it was
opportunity here for the
oddly
Chargers.
enough
They're looking
high
at a first and goal
percentage,
from about
depending
the
on your
9.
quarterback.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing
I know a couple
yardage back
quarterbacks
at the
that couldn't do
12.
that,
A
I
loss
digress.
of a full 3 yards, and now it's second
And
down.
that is a
We were
blown
just
up
talking
play in the
about in
backfield.
pregame,
McCaffrey
3
was nowhere.
tackles for
1
a
rush,
loss
negative 3
last
yards.
week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first
Starts
quarter.
off his day.
He's every bit of what you
not doing very
described.
well.
And I don't want to make it too simplistic.
He starts off his
but
day
right
like
now for
Marty
him,
starts off
it's
his
see
day.
ball, get
Negative.
ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offensive backfield.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reverse that. He starts off the day like the people who don't watch Dudley live start off negative. There you go.
That time the completion
I
goes
am
for
shaming
4
the rest of
yards,
the
and we're
league.
set up
That
with
is a
third and goal.
screenplay can't get around the user tackle. That is a great user play. They had 3 people there to block him, and he gets around them. Couldn't utilize it properly. That could have been a touchdown, and that could have been a big play anywhere.
Pick out the plays that work best.
But again, great user D right there.
It's who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He's going to drop back to pass, and that is a ballsy throw because that linebacker was right there. Lucky that didn't get picked off, so he gets an attempt at a field goal and attempt to tie it up.
At 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the scout troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? They didn't kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Upright,
and last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
So it looked like the Bills could have
because you're exactly
really
right. They're none too
blown up the game. Like you start off the game throwing an interception on the first play.
But they also have to remember they did put points on
Teams
the
like the
board.
Titans would fold them immediately.
You take points
Chargers aren't the Titans. They came back down the field. They could have scored a touchdown. Couldn't quite utilize their blocks at the end there with that screen pass that ended up being a really good play by the Bills. Defensive user. That could have been bad, and Bills ended up making a good stop to prevent them from scoring a touchdown. So you got to give Bills that credit.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some
and that is a
man.
That is a wide open middle. I watched the past couple of games. The up the middle for people has been incredible. It looks like he even blitzed up the middle, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Taken down. Denzel Perryman coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And that is a blitz that...
I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them.
That's an aggressive pass right there. He didn't have a chance. As soon as he got out of play action, he tried to pass it, and he was met with a defender in his backside.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Allen.
With 3rd and 10.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Everybody knows in this league the Bills offense is slightly anemic, and that is a underneath play that doesn't quite get the yardage needed. Only about 5 or 6 yards on that play. The Bills offense is anemic, but their defense is what really does well. It usually does not throw turnovers, and that's another big one. Okay, no, I can't say that's but his defense is actually really strong, and he managed the clock well, so
here comes Los Angeles.
It could be a tough
and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of
especially in this division. This division, his rivals, that is a hard division to win in every step of the way. Wherever you go, those teams in that division are strong.
You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
They all have the
able to get 7 on that first down pass.
They all have the
play.
capability of making the playoffs easily, and they all have the capability of making runs while they're in the playoffs.
And some room to work.
And that is no
fact. Down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Derrick Henry truck sticks a cornerback and ends up getting a first down.
He's a big man. No wonder
on his 3rd rush. He's about 51 yards to start that game. That is a good play. Picked him up from the Titans. The Titans slightly regret getting rid of him, but they ended up getting a good deal. They got the 3rd round pick for him, and while they regretted seeing him go, the owner was just really bad at Madden, so they felt that it was time for Derrick Henry to go somewhere that could utilize his skills better, and it looks like they're doing that very well. That is a ball thrown into double coverage, dangerous throw. He's slinging right now. There's something to be said about that. He is slinging the ball. That was in double coverage. He gets that one though.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example
That,
of what we talked about
that
with
play
his
goes
coach
nowhere.
prior to
That's
the
a
game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading
gain
the
of
play
absolutely
and
nothing.
flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5.
Get 2nd down and 10.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Charge drop back to pass. They got a man wide open.
His first
And that is going to be a touchdown.
And the Chargers are able
Don't know what
to
happened
strike
there.
for
Just
6.
a tight end attack, and that tight end was
Sturgis adds the
just
PAT,
wide open.
and the
I don't
lead
get
is
any
now
of those.
10-3.
I know the Titans owner doesn't get any of those.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off.
Maybe the Titans owner does not inspire confidence. You just never know.
And they will not get a chance to return
That's
this
a
one
touchdown
as it's
right there
through
for
end
the
zone
Chargers.
For a touchback. And here come the Bills.
I wouldn't
And
call
hoping
that
to do
a
better than
dot
they
at
did
all.
their
That was
last
just.
possession when they
I mean,
punted
I
the
could have
football.
thrown that. You could have punted that to that guy. That was how wide open it was.
Control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of
You get a
scrimmage.
long
If you
snap
do
that over to him.
You start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So it's looking like the Buffalo Bills need to. They got -3 passing yards, which is not good. Looking like they need to. They need a big play, and they need to go
Here's
bad.
Allen on 1st and 10.
And he's
got
calling
Mason
audible after
complete.
audible.
And they'll get it all the way up.
It's been about 45
5
minutes
yards
since the last
shy of
play. Oh, here we go.
midfield.
And blitz up
Great
the
way to
middle.
start the drive. 20 big
And
ones
he
at a first down.
is able to get that
there's a
ball
completion to
off,
the tight
and
end.
the
Look at the size of
receiver
these players
catches a
nowadays.
nice play on a
6'4",
1-on-one,
6'5" and up. A lot of
technically
guys
a
used to be
50-50
basketball
ball.
players. Somehow
But that
came
ball was
back to
thrown
football.
well to where
That's
the
really good for the
defender
game
could
of
not
football.
get to
You
it.
get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's got another man open, but he overthrows him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd
Excellent
and
look.
10.
He just he could not pull it off. His quarterback just could not get that ball there. But that was a great look.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This complete to the tight end Clay. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
And that's a good play action, and
second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession.
almost gets hit as soon as he came out of the play action. Had to throw it off quick, and the dump off doesn't go anywhere. And that is nothing for the Buffalo Bills. Their passing yardage is still negative. And that's, I don't even think, to be honest, that's not including the. I don't think that's including any sacks that might have happened.
On play action, Allen.
I believe they've.
Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
And they got a play action again. Man wide open, great play.
There on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play gets him all the way down to the
nice patience right there.
Here for 1st and
Not
10.
100% sure what happened. He just found that play in the zone. Quarterback ends up taking a bit of a shot, and
on first down, this is Ivory, and he'll at least
he ends up getting a 3rd down right there. That was a great patience, great play right there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Run up the middle, gets a couple of yards.
Looks to throw on 2nd down.
And a 2nd and 7. Bills have a lot of momentum right now. They're driving down the field. They are telling the Chargers they ain't afraid. Oh, we got a blitz again. He just gets that ball off. Couldn't quite. He couldn't quite get there, is what he could not do. And that ball, excuse me, and that ball falls short of the wide receiver, or of the running back, if you will. The receiver.
Allen gonna throw.
We got a 3rd and 7 here. Bills would love to get a touchdown, tie this game up, but points are points, so at least they're in field goal range.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should
Can't help but feel like if he just stayed on the ground, he would have caught that.
To be able to hold them to 3. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives.
Sometimes you make mistakes when you do your levitation powers. So end up being a field goal instead of a first down. Which again, I feel like there could have been a first down there had he not levitated.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now.
Chargers get the ball back. It's 10-6 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to peel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together.
Takes me an hour to clip stuff, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize.
And now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap
and that is
here.
first down play, run, and a nice juke by Derrick Henry.
Leaves him with a second and 3.
8 yards, 8, 9 yards, 7. 7 yards. Just under 6 minutes to go. Chargers up with a 4-point lead. Looking directly at the Bills and letting them know that they're not intimidated. Chargers want to make the playoffs. I'm going to try to find out if I can see the standings. We have a Daddy League website, and I have to admit, I don't trust it all the time. I saw some stats the other day. They were showing league leaders, and they showed that the league leader in rushing had like 153 yards.
He wants to get into the offensive backfield.
I didn't believe him.
Get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
So just that being said, the Bills are actually sitting last in their division at 2 and 3.
After the penalty, it's Henry.
The Chargers are second in the division at 3 and 3. The Chargers right now are. The Bills are sorry. A big play up the middle, nice first down. Run up the middle by Derrick Henry. The Chargers are 3 and 3, and they are behind the Broncos, who are 5 and 0. Yeah, we got the Chargers GM in here telling us that the Chargers will not make the division whether they win this game or not. So basically, he's just saying, don't even worry about these guys. This game is garbage. These guys are bums. They don't matter. They mean nothing. They're insects. That's what he's saying. He's telling everybody that they're just, why even watch? Why are you here? They don't matter. Just watch the Broncos. They're making the playoffs, is what he's saying. Which is quite possible.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
We had a sack on that Bills.
And his guys will take over.
The Bills get the sack right there, and that is a. I mean, I'm not sure what happened right there. He threw it directly to the defensive player. It was an easy INT. Well, of course, you're definitely here for the Bills. I would be at a loss for words if the Broncos GM was cheering for the Chargers. I would wonder if he was okay. Probably call somebody for an intervention.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And a nice run up, or nice run off tackle. Stretch play gets them 9 yards. They have momentum right now. Buffalo wanting to get at least a field goal. A field goal is huge right now. I mean that a field goal is huge right now because the Chargers are actually playing really well. That's what the Bills do. They are very good at forcing those INTs, forcing those turnovers. You're not careful. And a big stretch play off tackle nets them a bunch of yards again. They get to about the 11-yard line. That was about a 40-ish yard run right there. And that momentum, we're talking about when Big Mo strikes, and he is striking. And the Buffalo Bills iron is hot right now, and since they have irons, they also have wagons, and nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the
rush up the middle gets them nothing, or well, not much, only a yard or two.
Detroit! Now let's go! Green
2nd and 7. The Bills are definitely in field goal range, which I can't say it's guaranteed points, you never know, but they're in field goal range, so getting 3 here is crucial. Touchdown is just a nice add and happy. High point pass in the back of the end zone. He holds onto the ball, and that is a touchdown.
And it's up and good.
And there you go. He takes the lead and gets the extra point, 13-10, Buffalo.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, just any interception.
There's your physical tight-end status update.
Throw that out the window.
For those of you playing the home game.
I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
Anybody who's watching and listening, we've got 5 people in the room. Chances are these 5 people know what's going on. We need 1,000 bits to get the drawing active for the jerseys. We are failing miserably. I'm calling out everybody except for the people on the list, of course. I do not call you guys out. That could have been an interception. I agree with you. That was a poor pass that ends up getting. He's been throwing some gutsy interceptions. He had the interception to start the game. Literally the very first play. He throws an interception. His very second pass was kind of ballsy. I think that could have been intercepted had the defender not backed up a little bit. A nice outside run by McCaffrey gets him about 8 yards, making the second down nice, a little shorter.
Then the glove manufacturers got
some options.
Adding to it, and here we are today.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets
Henry up the middle, nice cut, and that is a good gain as well. The Chargers are actually driving, but here's where things come down. Do you trust the Chargers not to make a crucial mistake against the Bills, who are mistake makers?
That was a route run,
And
not just with dexterity.
Oh my goodness gracious, that is a tight window pass. Very ballsy. He is gun-slinging right now. You have no idea how this guy's doing. Gun-slinging. He's got his offense on a roll, and he's in field goal range at the 30-yard line. He drove right down the field after the Buffalo Bills get their touchdown. So they're answering. A touchdown of their own would be a better answer.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
But the fact that they're in field goal range is really, really
excellent.
excellent.
Today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
About a yard gain,
and it can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
There's under 2 minutes to go in the first half. The Chargers are at 39, hoping to keep the ball so they can at least get some points out of this. Don't want to take a big sack either. Man, he throws a dangerous ball. He had a man wide open on the right side in the flat, decides to throw a double coverage high point pass. It does not get intercepted, but that was very close because that was double coverage. He's kind of lucky he got the field goal off. No, not kind of. He's lucky he got the field goal off. Let's call it what it is.
And he'll be brought down at the 23.
It could have easily been an intercepted ball.
Yard line. Now the Bills
have a minute, a little under a minute 30 to see if they can drive down the field. They are not known for being too aggressive. They're kind of a conservative team. However, since the game is tied, you never really know what he's thinking.
Be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
He used to be considered one of the quietest in the league, and
he stopped immediately there.
Hell freezes over for Buffalo, loses his game. Oh, he started.
He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
For those of you who can't hear me, there you go. That's literally the first play of the game. So yeah, no, believe me, you guys are. It's the first half, guys. I don't know what you're scared at. Even though you're not scared, you're saying what the Bills are doing. I'm saying that I've been watching, and the Chargers have been throwing some gutsy. That's a terrible pass. The Chargers have been throwing some gutsy plays.
Balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Yes, and we got a person in who's saying the same thing. Don't worry, it's the first half. Honestly, the Chargers should probably have had 3 more interceptions, maybe 2. 2 definitely, but maybe 3. And that ball's batted down. That was a dangerous throw, too. 4th and 10, and they're going to give the ball back with 3 timeouts to the Chargers. That is somewhat poor time management if the Chargers can drive down the field here.
And that hits at the 6 and
I'm unsure as to what the wind is like.
The Charger offense making their way back out there.
Oh my goodness. That ball goes straight out of bounds. They have to go 80 yards in 46 seconds with 3 timeouts. It is a possibility. For those of you just tuning in, we need, if we get 19,000 bits by 7:59 today, p.m. Eastern. The booth will pitch in the last 1,000. We will make our quota. And Chargers quarterback gets caught on his own player and tries to whip the ball, and that ball could have been an interception. We've got a prediction of 5 interceptions thrown, I'm pretty sure. And that we got an offsides there, so this is a free play. Let's go. Yeah, launch that one. Do whatever you got to do. Second and 5, that was a good play right there. He had an offsides right there. We need 19,000 bits by 7:59. The booth will pitch in the last 2,000. If you get 500 bits, you will be into the drawing. Let's do this, because if we don't, if we get to the 20,000, we get another one. That's 2 again. 2. Yes, 1 interception, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 jerseys again. 2 jerseys again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Has he thrown 2? Yes, he has. I apologize. He has thrown 2 interceptions. It'd be nice if Madden had a spectator mode so we could look at the stats while we announced.
That would have been a great catch, but
that's a pass wide open in the middle, but he gets crushed and drops the ball. Oh, not wide open in the middle.
He'd been able to haul that one in.
He had the definitely chance to catch it, hits him in the hands, and he gets hit hard and couldn't hold on to it. Ball on his own 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's at 24 seconds with 2 timeouts. He does have some time.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And we get an false start called on the Chargers. Pulls them back even more. That's just probably not going to help out at all.
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a potential turn.
Oh, we got a double coverage throw. That is an interception. That's interception number 3. And since the Buffalo Bills have 3 timeouts, they have a chance to get into field goal range and get a field goal before the end of the half. Hello.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to look
double coverage gets people every time.
Couldn't quite hold it. Tips out, incomplete.
Another play action up the middle. And he throws it in a double coverage and almost gets intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, now is second.
Trying to be aggressive right there. He would love a touchdown. Get some yardage, try to get those try to get a field goal, try to
throw again. Allen.
Try to get some points before the half, but we're going to find out what happens.
And they're able to work this to the 25.
He does drop back to pass. It's looking like he wants to.
Now a timeout called.
There was a nice little pass under the middle. Poor tackling right there. It's going to net him a chance for a field goal. That was a whiffed hit stick. Not sure if that would have stopped him from getting anywhere, but it was definitely a whiffed hit stick, and that does not help. That's going to be a field goal to the half. We got a 16-13. And the Bills get the ball too, so.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third
and they return the ball to
They have the lead now.
so they don't
They'll be
get much
looking
out of
for
that.
some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't
We got
see in the
strictly
first
over the
half.
off to the left. That's a couple of yards.
Now Allen, off play action, sliding out of the pocket, and incomplete on the deep ball. Rashard Matthews, the intended target.
We got a play action up the middle, a major blitz. He couldn't get that ball if he was pressured too high. He gets the ball, sorry, he couldn't get the ball well. He was pressured too much and ends up throwing a ball that was overthrown. He had a man open, and they have been delivering good pressure to Chargers, so you got to give him that.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills.
And that is a guy open. Looked like a kind of a skinny post as I looked away. A little bit of it. Gets that first down, moves those chains.
Back off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo.
Another play action and whiffed on the whiffed on the possible sack, or at least the possible hit on the quarterback, and that play is a one-on-one. Wide receiver gets that ball. That is a first down deep play. Gets the ball inside the 9-yard line. We are now in the red zone for the Buffalo Bills. That was a huge play. Can't say that play would have been as good had the Chargers linebacker connected on the hit, but he ended up missing, and he powers his way to about the 2-yard line. He would not go down, but he could not get in the end zone.
They get it to him running left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there.
We got a toss play that doesn't go anywhere great. Looked like user D right there.
Weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
A field goal, holding them to a field goal would be huge here. It's 3rd and goal.
Will extend their lead.
High point pass,
A good
and that's a touchdown.
there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be
10, that's going to put them in a bigger
great
hole.
dispatch.
A
field goal there would have been huge for the Chargers. That defense, I saw one of their guys blitzing. He ended up backing away from the blitz. Can't say he would have gotten there, but it doesn't help when the pressure doesn't actually, pressure tended to come doesn't actually make it.
This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
And we got a huge, what ends up being a great juke to get a bunch more yards. Nice hole, nice play, nice stretch play. And that's where they're really shining right here is their run game has been excellent, especially even though McCaffrey hasn't had a lot of great runs, he's dangerous because he's fast, because Henry's been bruising people, knocking people down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well,
hits the man in the flats, doesn't get
never a bad idea to try to
much
get the ball
out of
into
it.
a tight end of his caliber's
We got a
hands.
couple of bits flowing in. We have 12-8-9-0. We're almost at 13. Remember, we need 19,000 by the end, by 7:59 p.m. and the booth will throw in the last 1,000 to get us eligible for not one, but 2 jerseys. Remember, 2 jerseys are on the line again, and then so is the drawing for the Xbox One X. I don't know if we'll allow the drawing to happen if we don't make the bits. So let's do this. Let's get that in there. Welcome to the show.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to
out pattern doesn't go anywhere, throws it out of bounds. Better than it getting intercepted, though. He's going to have to punt, and that is not good. They needed,
there's nothing available there for him.
They needed that possession to mean something, and it didn't mean anything.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They give it to Ivory. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here. And a late
we got 8 people in here. I think we can get more.
I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that.
Nice play up the middle.
And I always enjoy the
with the flag that they call. I'm not sure what the penalty was, but they called it on the Chargers, and that's going to add to that.
You did it. I had to.
The Bills are now in enemy territory, and that is
first down is Allen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings
it's really putting a
well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here,
good defense right there by the Chargers. It's putting the Chargers in a bigger hole. They cannot afford any more points. They really can't.
Maybe you try and run the football a little
touchdown
bit
would be backbreaking, would be crippling.
They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Ball on the 42 as they
more divination. We need 19,000 bits, ladies and gentlemen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
And we have another flag. And that is a face mask, and that's going to bring him. Oh, it's even worse. Now the Chargers really can't afford it. They cannot afford a touchdown here. They have to stop him. They cannot allow a touchdown. But I feel like the Bills are just too much momentum.
And the Bills will get a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that,
Bills get another first down there outside the 10-yard line at the 12. They have a chance for the first down. Driving on Chargers. Chargers defense is reeling. They really need to stop. They need something big to happen.
Here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Play up the middle. He's in. Chris Ivory's in over 100 yards rushing. He's having a great game right now. The middle of the field is wide open for the Bills most of the time. They've had a great success running it straight up the gut. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure.
They stay on the ground. Ivory again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5.
And that doesn't go anywhere. Play to the outside, gets snuffed out. Quick pitch, nothing. Doesn't go anywhere. Welcome to the show, he says.
Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops.
I'm not 100% sure what happened before. He has not been.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for
We had somebody claiming injury.
Rashard Matthews.
That is a, oh goodness gracious, that is a horrible hit stick. And that costs him.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point.
That cost them a lot.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just keep the extra point lines up successful.
And that's a touchdown.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
It's 30-13 Bills. It's looking like the
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back on.
It's not looking good for the Chargers. They're not looking like they're
have too many more drives like the last
going to climb out of this hole. They need a touchdown. They need a touchdown quick. No field goals. They're in 4-down territory for at least until they score another touchdown. And depending on how quickly they score, because if they don't get this, they need points.
Does that guy get on the field on this drive?
You can't do it. You can't do anything. You need
his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that ball is dropped, thrown into a tight window, pass coverage.
Line of scrimmage again.
Yeah, just couldn't get that play in.
On second down, McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
2nd and 10, Chargers.
By Jordan Poyer.
Well, that's a good start to this.
Out of play action, get the ball up the middle, and McCaffrey can't go. Excuse me, can't go anywhere. He gets tackled pretty quickly.
A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And he does complete that pass. That is a first down for the Chargers.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They needed that. They needed that pretty bad.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes it to Henry. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make
play action right there. He's going to dump that off to the tight end underneath. Just gets a couple of yards out of that.
Keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So
welcome to the show, AJ Vite 30 or Vite 23. Sorry about that.
He's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on
We
first
appreciate
down.
the follow. Get another game going on about 2 hours from now. You're getting to the end of the game up Buffalo Bills versus the Chargers. Basically just the game. The Chargers have been throwing too many interceptions. And Bills have been capitalizing, and they've been running the ball really well. Their offense has been doing really well. Nice spin move by McCaffrey. Nice juke by McCaffrey. And what an amazing agility by the defender right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Chargers looking to sort of save it, and he throws the ball directly to the wide receiver.
He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And I think he's kind of just allowing that to be returned.
Any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point.
I'm not getting this right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just pick 6.
Fielded at the 2. And now running right through it.
And then his players just kind of dead fish to the ground. Didn't look like they wanted to tackle him right there.
Field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
I'm not sure that return was that good as much as the players that were doing it just, they kind of flopped to the ground like they just flopped to the ground.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
We have a crime blotter, an announcement from the Dev Nation League. There has been a suspension. The Dallas Cowboys.
He'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
The Dallas Cowboys will take a suspension in Week 8. They will take a sim loss for running up the score in Week 7.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Let's see what they did.
To his running back, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's not telling me. Well, I don't actually know what happened, so I can't actually help you, but the Cowboys are suspended for 1 game, the entire game. They're sim lossing Week 8. That is official on the board. And that is another interception. Threw it directly to the linebacker again. And hopefully this game doesn't get too out of hand. Let's just try to. Buffalo has not had a single turnover, and the Chargers have 5.
Both know it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
He beat him worse, but it's my contention that they made it worse for themselves. So I don't know.
They'll run it with Jackson. And some room to run now. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Got it wide open to the right. Oh, so it was the Jets? Yes, okay.
Looking for
No.
straight in Clay, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So I'm not sure. Oh, a nice interception by the Chargers there. Way to stick underneath that route. Good play. They're not giving up yet. I think some people might be confused as to why the Cowboys got suspended and maybe the Jets didn't, because I think the Jets won worse. But if you watch the game, kind of go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Those big defensive linemen will take the
Kind of just
and move
he ran the ball.
They can run through. Didn't have
Couldn't help it. Just pressed. I mean, mostly pressed up. It could have gotten dicey, but some bad decision making by the other team just led to that. If you make a comeback, we're gonna donate 500.
It's a big one there for the Chargers.
Make that comeback, baby.
41 yards.
One-handed grab downfield, and that's gonna be the start of the comeback. 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there.
Let's get that 500 in here.
The high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the.
And that's gonna be an interception.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions.
So that ends the comeback real quick.
What they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now it's Jackson. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say,
so from here, you're pretty much just waiting for this game to be over.
When you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Chargers started off kind of strong. Well, not offensively, but defensively. Just started off strong offensively. They gave up an interception on the very first play. Probably should have been a barometer in how the rest of the game was going to go. And it kind of was.
They run with Ivory. He's been busy tonight.
Yep, and he got it. 5 interceptions, 1 returned, and he falls to the ground, probably because there's probably going to be a holding penalty. Don't get your guy hurt. Good move. Is he going to accept it? Oh, last night, again, I believe the Redskins declined a penalty.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even
for no reason.
Spend a lot of time considering it.
Would have given him it did some weird things that didn't make sense. So.
The Bills send the punter.
I don't know what happened last night.
He's on here to punt it away.
And then the Jets got absolutely pummeled after, so it didn't matter.
Gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
So the Bills are punting it to the Chargers. Chargers looking to try to get something out of this.
Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they didn't
get goose egg, which is good. They put some points up, but
yeah, and unfortunately for them,
5 interceptions. Was there 6 interceptions? I think
once they threw the interception and finish off the drive.
There's 6 now.
That does them no good to go back and say, well,
you're wrong.
Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, crushed up the middle. I'm hoping they just run this clock out.
4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's just run this clock out. End this game with some dignity.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll take this up over the.
It's one thing the Titans do is they lose in dignity.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them
or lose with dignity. I apologize.
Here on 3rd down.
They do lose with dignity.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw.
So we are waiting for the end of this game. This is it's just over 3 minutes, or sorry, just under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. You don't blame the Chargers for throwing the ball here. It's not something we do. This is Buns, ladies and gentlemen. This is a mature channel, so we don't use that language in here. We do not use that language in here. Somebody warn that guy. Who's? Can anybody warn him, please? Or that person? I don't know if it's a him. I don't want to assume it could be a girl. You never know. Double coverage, high point pass. That ball almost gets intercepted. Hey, tell Buns to keep his voice.
I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Able to fight through one tackle.
Just over 2 to go.
And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them.
And we got a 3rd down play, 3rd and 17. Just over 2 minutes to go in the game. Hopefully that when the Bills get the ball back, they decide to just end the game instead of prolonging it.
To try and get into the gaps,
that'd be nice.
Into the backfield and make a big play. I think that was
not have any more of this running up the score debacles.
But to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
For no reason.
12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So now they're going to
unnecessary
send out the
stuff.
field goal unit to, as they
Let's
say,
get off of that.
fire away from long
For
distance.
now,
They'll spot it at the 47,
we're going to watch
so call it
the
a 57-yard attempt. Time
Chargers
for a
try to kick a
back
long
to finish
field
it
goal.
off on EA Sports after
That
this.
ends up not being kicked
so
because
now
it's a
on
2-minute
comes
warning.
the field goal unit, and wow, this is
We got a
no ordinary
57-yard
try here.
attempt.
They'll spot it at the 47,
Just to get some points. I don't blame him. Sometimes you got to get those. Now this isn't really Pat statting. Oh, he fakes it. He does not get that ball off, and I feel like the Bills knew what was going on.
Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
And good thing we don't have any timeouts, so they are going to end the game with dignity. I am proud of them. I thank them.
And they will take
Avoid injuries. Let's keep it good.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Some of us, unfortunately, use those timeouts at the end of the game because even though we're down 3 possessions, because we're trying to score a touchdown. So we don't have a goose egg up on the board, and sometimes we do not succeed. So I don't blame people for being upset, but I have to admit, it holds a special place in my heart to say.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
Some of us are just trying to get points on the board. We just don't want to be that embarrassed. We want to make the score somewhat respectable.
Baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bills, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And
well, this game is over 37-13.
They take on the Washington Redskins.
Tail of the tape, 6
Meanwhile, for
takeaways.
the home team here, they fall a game under the
Chargers
500
drove
mark
down the
at
field. They
3-4
moved the ball. They moved the ball
through 7
well.
games. And
Turnovers,
they'll try to get back to
turnovers,
their winning ways
turnovers.
next week as they head to
Is the
KC
killer, ladies
to
and
take
gentlemen.
on the Chiefs.
We need 19,000 bits by 7:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get those jerseys in the giveaway. If we do not make it, then we do not get the jerseys, and I think the Xbox One X is in jeopardy. So, if we don't hit 20,000, we might not do it. So, I'm hoping we do. We get some games on later. Check Discord. Let's go, guys. Let's get this going. We just need 19,000. The booth man himself said he would donate the last 1,000. And not only would he donate the 1,000,